12. It's up 1200 horsepower, followed by Guy Burke. But even in the silhouettes, you can see it's much smaller aircraft.
That is indeed, isn't it? Not much of it. Yet the fuselage would be there. Just stay a little bit quiet so you can hear the purr of the two Allisons and the by Wirraway Station and flown by the guys earlier on who you saw flying those beautiful pit specials. Going between 45 degrees and 90 degrees off the runway there, so.
Bergie with the Mustang.
The guy of Burke.
The guy of Burke.
Now, Jim bringing the yak in. You cannot believe how fast this aeroplane actually flies.
Yeah, they're a very quick machine. I remember first seeing one of these in New Zealand flying next to a MiG-15, and the MiG-15 actually wasn't throttled back. That's how quick they are.
For a while.
Beautifully done.
And should have picked up some very high awards. Unfortunately, that has not happened, but there is still hope that that may happen. Zero. There are a few original examples of the aeroplanes that have been rebuilt. As we said, two forward-firing 50 caliber machine guns. 50 caliber machine gun in the turret, 30 caliber machine gun that can be placed in the ventral position. That little notch in the fuselage just behind the bomb that operate them. The Japanese Maritime Self-Defense Force operated them in the 50s.
There was one last use for them, and right up to the 70s, and they become 5 of them.
That's what we used throughout the Pacific Theatre. Also operated by the Kiwis that had 4 squadrons operating.
Wide Bay Australia for doing this for the community, because there's no doubt about the fact that this is one of the local community's premium events.
The Wirraway, Windjill, SNJ and the CT4. And up high we've got some guys with the smoke on. A bit of yaks.
Man, that's a great formation, isn't it?
Switch to Wide Bay Australia wide cover.
Say 4,200 horsepower total?
Your finances, for example.
How many ticket inches is that, Luke?
I've got no idea. Fantastic. Correct. The big guns are coming out. And the Avenger's coming in for another strafing attack. These guys are active. They are not as slow as they look. Got some heavy metal taxiing past you now, the T-28. I knew that.
Okay, so we've got a Virgin
Okay, Michael, better go back to where Stuart's picture racing team are. Michael Frank. This is Michael Frank, but we take an A11. Yeah. So Michael. Thank you very much. Michael. that's 28 altogether.
Yeah, a lot of stuff like that.
And by two, that's not
Two stuff like this, wasn't it?
That's 52.
Yep.
It's gone to the West Australia, wasn't all that bad.
That's it, that's it, that's it.
Right, like, that's right, that's the one. So,
What a beautiful thing.
Had the opportunity to see the DC-3 on floats. Those floats are enormous. They look like ferries on Sydney Harbour or Moreton Bay.
Not that old.
Ray tells me he flew this particular aeroplane 46 years ago when he was a cadet pilot. Officer in New Guinea.
Well, that's what I call recycling, Pete. We've got Ray here, used to fly that old
Those ones they deliberately built underpowered so they could match or mimic the spool up.
There's an interesting formation, Peter. We've got the SNJ and the Nanchang taken off together. Now I've done this.
And it can be termed as a low-level aerobatic manoeuvre called the ground loop situation. And there's those that have done it and those that are going to do it. Bit of smoke from the tyres there. And he goes and measures the wind and says, this is big enough, we'll build an airfield. If it's not big enough, they build a service station. Because it's always cold at service stations.
It's always cold at service stations. It's always cold at airfield. That's right. Yeah, it's a good one.
Wide Bay Australia Limited is a true banking alternative that makes it easier. Home loans, investments, insurance and banking services that have been designed with you in mind. Wide Bay's simple and flexible approach means you won't get bogged down in red tape. There is always a real person you can talk to who will help you out. There are no call centre phone queues and